advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
You are what you watch. Hello, my name is Harriton Watko. Welcome to our program. Tonight's topic, I know you're going to find this a little weird. It's called the culture of impunity. Now, I'm not harping, and here I am complaining, but I do complain almost every show. I keep bringing up issues that sort of irritate me, but maybe this is my role, which is why I'm very careful to tell you, you are what you watch, you are what you hear, you are what you listen to. Because news nowadays need not be truthful, it not be all-encompassing, and worst of all, it is not complete. So public opinion is drawn by media, and media is supreme when it comes to this. But let it be said, unless you have an analytical mind and you open yourself, you will only realize what is true and what is not. Now, why the culture of impunity? Well, it seems, as one of our regular guests that come on the show, Attorney Pagia, Alan, keeps saying, it seems breaking the law, the violation of the law, seems to be now no longer the exception but the rule. I mean, even the president breaks the laws nonstop, so do the COMELEC, and so does everybody else. The problem is when we do not follow the law, what happens is we have tyranny, we have chaos, we have lawlessness, and civil society goes to pot. Ito po nagiging problema pag hindi tayo sumusunod sa batas at mangyayari niyan ay gulo. Ito po ngayon ang gusto ko palabasin sa programa po nito. Now, our guest, you will know him. He's a popular broadcaster. He's been on TV the past decade. He is a columnist, not a communist, but he has figuratively the same name, and his name is Attorney Jose Sison. Not Joma, but Jose Sison. Hello, Attorney. Maraming salamat naman narito kayo sa programa.
Hi.
Hindi ako makaresist, no? Sabihin ko yung Joma Season kasi malapit ka eh. Pero ang season sa iyo, ang daming season sa buong bayan, no? Because I'm related to a season. That's the season of Lingayen, di ba?
Yeah.
Sa inyo, Cavite kayo at Nueva Ecija.
Nueva Ecija.
Nueva Ecija. Attorney, you practice law. You're a bar. You're a member of the bar, of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines.
That's
But you've
right.
been in media mostly for most of your life.
Well, starting 1987. That's when I started writing for the Philippine Star.
So, ang tagal mo na talaga nagsusulat.
Oo.
Nagtataka nga ako, di ka tinatanggal sa mga incendiary speeches na sinusulat mo ngayon, eh, no?
Parang meron kaming freedom to write whatever we want, no? Unless
You mean the Philippine Star really
Yes.
provides the independence to its writers?
Yeah, that's right. That's how I see it, no? As far
But you have Feliciano who owns it, Belmonte. Feliciano Belmonte who owns it, who's the Speaker of the House. You've got independent Taipan investors who own 30% that they bought off. I would be impressed how they allow you to be independent.
Well, as much as possible, they allowed independence on the part of different columnists.
Depende. I think depende sa inyo. Because I've heard otherwise. But I also thought that the major broadsheets were already allied with the president because everyone like Channel 2, 7 is quiet. The Inquirer, the Star, everyone's already, and of course the Bulletin, nagkawtaw na sa presidente, which is why he has total control not only of the judiciary, the legislative, but also media. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it seems, this is the perception.
Well, as far as the Philippine Star is concerned.
As far as you're concerned, you're
As far
being
as
there.
I'm
Which brings us to
concerned.
our topic,
Yes.
Attorney, which is why I asked you to be here. You came up with a very interesting article I picked up in the Yahoo groups of the Ang Kapatiran, which has been going around the past week. And I'd like to bring it up. I'd like to point this out and discuss these issues. as of PCIJ, no, kay Malumangahas, based on statistics, you came up with a very strong article. 504 candidates, ito po, with pending cases in the Sandigan Bayan. These are grafters, and these are people who have cases. Corruption.
Criminal cases.
Criminal. Good naman you specified. They ran in 2013, 256 won. Another point. 7 convicts that were fielded by the Liberal Party, no less. Convicts. Pag sinabi mong convict, how do you qualify?
Well, they have already been sentenced to imprisonment. No? You know, under our law, if you are sentenced to an imprisonment of at least 1 year,
Convict ka na.
no, you're disqualified to run. But in this particular case, maybe what these convicts have already served their sentence, and 5 years after that, they can run again. No? Maybe that's, I really don't know the factual backgrounds of its case, no, because the statistics only say 7 convicts, no.
Pero ano na, dinesisyon na ng korte, you're convicted.
Yes.
Ex-con ka na. Convict, kumbaga, criminal case.
Yeah. Yan nga, parang nandiyan ang culture of impunity natin eh.
Sumobra na, no? Sumobra na. Biro mo, 7 convicts were fielded by the LP, while 3 in the UNA. Total 244 officials convicted of graft and corruption nanalo in the past election. What does that tell us? The culture of impunity, we no longer care for the law, or these very lawmakers who ask to be leaders are allowed by the COMELEC to run. Who should stop them? The COMELEC or the people? Kasi marami nagsasabi, naririnig natin, iwanan mo sa mga sambayanan, sila ang bumoto. Sila ang may hawak sa karapatan ng mga liderato. Isn't that bullshit? That is bullshit.
Well, there seems to be something wrong with the law also. No? I think people are able to get around the law because of loopholes.
So, sino magaling dyan? Yung mga abogado? For example, ERAP. ERAP's the perfect example. Siyang pinakamalaki. Everybody knows he went to prison or house arrest. Mayaman siya, ex-president. So, hindi nilagay sa munting lupa. Nilagay siya sa palasyo niya somewhere. And Tanayan, di ba? Tanayan. And again, nilaban. In fact, one of the issues that came out during the campaign against Mayor Lim was tinira siya. In fact, I had the complainant here, abogada. She was a past fiscal. I forget her name. She was the one, and natalo siya. So, sino magaling? Yung mga abogado o mahina ang korte? Mga judges?
Ito yatang kaso pending pa rin sa Supreme Court ngayon.
Pero they allowed him to run.
Yeah, because no TRO was issued. So, he was allowed to run. But the case still pending in the Supreme Court now. I think the Supreme Court will
have to rule on it
eventually rule on it.
And if they rule on it, baba siya.
Maybe if they rule against him. No?
But
the issue there is whether the pardon extended to him covers the
but can a pardon,
freedom to run again.
Well, there are many arguments. I've heard both sides. But can the pardon be extended all the way, or isn't that likewise against the law? Because you're still a convict. He jokes around it. He jokes about it. When Arab goes around in campaigns, sinasabi niya siya ay ex-con.
Yes.
Hindi niya tinatago. It's like all his multiple wives and children. Di ba? But nevertheless, he still wins. Sino may mali dyan? Allowing the ex-cons, the convicts, the criminals, the grafters, the corruptors, di ba? All of these people. Sino mali dyan? Allowing them to run, meaning the regulatory boards, like for example, the COMELEC, the courts stopping him, or Department of Justice if need be, or is it the people's fault? Or the people are just stupid and they will vote. If you put an animal up there that look, you give him a human name, they'll still vote for the animal. Sinong mali doon? Yung botante o yung...
Hindi ko masasabing mali ang botante, ano? Pero sila ang
So mali ang
nagboboto.
botante.
Hindi. Siguro they are not so well informed. No? Kaya meron din kasalanan siguro ang media. Meron din kasalanan.
Ingat ha, you're part of the media.
Oo.
That's been your profession. Tayong dalawa po ngayon.
That's why I'm writing like
Yes,
what
yes,
I'm
yes.
writing now.
Yes, I know.
Oo.
Namumula na yung black ink eh. Nagbabasa ko na. Umiinit yung dyaryo, kaya I asked to meet you. Let's give someone official. It's interesting. In 2013, this was the second election that was held under automation. It has to be true.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's the second. Defects and questionable violations, placing in doubt its credibility and the reliability of the machines were exposed. Let me see. The description is aptly called hocus picus. Correct me if I'm wrong. Di ba?
Yeah.
Parang ganun. Okay. The COMELEC did not address these violations and decided to purchase the PICOS machines. It goes on a little further. The cost to the Filipino to date is now 18 billion. Now, what makes it interesting is the COMELEC disregarded provisions of the law safeguarding the integrity of the elections. How does that go further? The impunity of, the culture of impunity, no less the COMELEC. I had Rene Azurin in the show, and previous to that, the AES group, one of their experts, si Lito Averia. And they were all complaining na Chairman Brillantes is running amok. Pinagagalitan pa sila. Nabasa natin sa dyaryo yan. Nakita natin sa television. You know, Snow White gets really mad and telling them, when in reality, he broke every rule in the book. Correct me if this is what you meant.
Yes, yes.
Every single point.
Well, there are provisions that were obviously violated, no? Like the provision on proclaiming ahead of the...
Wala pang results.
Wala pang
Incomplete eh.
incomplete
25%.
results. And even the results of the random
Manual
manual
counting.
audit
Yeah, the
were not submitted yet. Under the law,
It came out today, incidentally.
Yes,
According
yes.
to him, it's 0.01 off.
well,
He
it's too
abided by
late.
the law.
It's too late because the law requires that before proclamation,
Unahin yun.
i-announce na yung results ng random manual audit on the particular precinct where it was conducted before announcing, before
inunahan niya.
proclaiming.
Ba't ang lakas ng loob niya? Di ba abogado rin yan?
Well,
Magaling daw na abogado, election lawyer daw
Oh,
yan eh.
yes. Oh,
Magaling daw. Sinasabi rin ng who is his nemesis, si Makalintal. He keeps saying, mahusay yan. I even heard Tenny Boy Locsin, si congressman who's a top lawyer. Di ba? Harvard yan eh.
Yeah.
Mahusay daw na abogado. How can he break the laws just openly
Maybe,
and think he can get away with it? Which he is getting away with it.
well, because it was not immediately stopped. I mean, walang TRO, nobody
Again, whose
filed-
fault would that be? Complainant?
filed
Ang
the
daming
case.
complainants eh.
Oo.
No,
Ngayon lang
AES.
lumalabas ang complainants eh. Ngayon lang sila, yung AES Watts.
Ngayon
lang nag-complain, no?
In fact, they filed it
Oo.
just last
And,
week.
The election was 1 month, more than a month ago already. So, parang too late.
No, but we saw a lot of complaints. We saw a lot of write-ups that were coming out even during the elections. Although nobody really filed. No, one or two filed directly, if I'm not
At
mistaken.
saka yung source code, very clear na dapat examinin muna
Before
yun.
the election.
Oo.
Attorney, why do you think he can get away with it? Hindi naman, this guy is a man of the law naman. Aral to, hindi mo pwede sabihin, ignorant yan, ano? Alam niya ang batas eh. How can he get away with it?
Well, siguro parang sa basketball, fast break. Na fast break tayo.
Pero sa Bogasya, mahuhuli ka, miski pa paano.
Well,
Di ba rin maka-fast
ganun
break ka?
ganun na nga ang ginagawa ngayon. Nagpo-protest.
So,
Oh.
you mean we can see Brillantes and the whole group, the whole COMELEC behind bars soon?
Well,
Is this what's going to
not
happen?
necessarily behind bars, but there might be some questions that will be raised in the Supreme Court. In fact, I understand that they have already filed a petition in the Supreme
Yes,
Court.
last Wednesday.
So these are things that will eventually unfold, and we will find out whether he really violated the law. Because he insists that there is no
Oo nga,
violation.
hindi. Siya pa nga nagagalit, di ba?
Oh,
Because the complainants came out ahead of time but did not necessarily file it in court.
oh.
But if the Supreme Court has taken all these many years to sit back and still be indecisive with no resolution for Estrada, who is back again, Erap, who is now a mayor. Ano, tapusin muna natin yung 9 years ni mayor sa Maynila. Bibigay niya ngayon kay Jinggoy, and it will become Estrada Country. From Manila, it will be turned to Estrada City. Di ba? After all, hawak niya na San Juan, pero binigay niya sa iba, no? Ano ba tawag? Gomez Country na yun, eh. So, Estrada Gomez Country. And then, we will convict him when he's 80 plus. And then, we will say he's too old to go to prison. And tapos na rin. Then, the culture of impunity goes on and on. Meaning, in this specific case naman kanina, we were saying maybe it's the botante. They're not educated and possibly because of media. I'd like to touch on that in the second half of the show. But for now, it's the Supreme Court. My gosh, these guys are supposed to be the supreme leaders, the absolute arbitrators, di ba, of the Constitution. It is their fault for sitting on their asses and not making decisions. So it's their fault.
Yeah, that's one other reason why we have this culture of impunity.
So even the congressmen, the senators, and the dynasties that get up there, isa pa yun. Nakapasok sila.
Ito, yung delay in the administration of justice. No? That's also one of the causes for culture of impunity to prosper in this land. No?
So it's the systemic failure.
It takes too long. Our justice system.
So who is at fault in our...
very
It's
slow.
not the people. We are being ruled. They are being stolen from because we are the losers. Because the infrastructures that are due us and the services are not being given. But we are the ones who provide the taxes. So these people are stealing from all of us and we're allowing them. And only because of the weakness of the justice system. The judiciary.
Taken all together, nandiyan na yung lack of, kamukha nun pagboto. Binoboto pa rin yung mga yan. Dahil hindi sila properly informed. Ang mga tao, akala nila, ano bang, to, hindi naman na-convict nga, pero tumatakbo pa eh. Pinapayagang tumakbo eh.
Yun lang weird dun. Pinapayagan eh.
Yun, yung mga dynasties. Di ba? Dapat yun. May asa constitution natin yan eh.
Pinaglalaroan ng mga legalist eh.
Pero nakakaano pa rin sila. Husband, wife, father, son, nandyan lahat.
Yeah, magkakapatid nga sa Senado, nakakahiya eh.
Oh.
Ngayon, they're having problems who to give the minority and majority leadership kasi magkapatid Cayetano. That's going to be the same problem sa magkapatid Estrada o Ejercito ba pangalan niya talaga. Parang ganun eh, no?
Yun ang andyan lahat eh. Hindi natin ma-blame ang one justice system lang. Everybody is to be blamed, even the people, for voting all these candidates as
I'd like to
win
go
in
to
the
the
elections.
people after, on the second half, because I'd like to link that with your latest column that came out today, today being the 24th of June, and you talked about the squatters.
Yes.
But before we talk about the informal settlers, I'd like to reserve that for the second part. I'd like to continue with the other facts that were presented. Let's see. Statements of contribution and expenditures by candidate will now show that they have not spent beyond the fixed limit. So, ibig sabihin po nito, binola po ng maraming kandidato o halos lahat kung ano ginastos nila. At tayo, taong bayan, nakatingin na lang, nakatulala. Hindi naman gumastos sa malaki yan. Ilang ads lang naman yan per night. 500,000 per ad at 30 minutes. Gabi-gabi yan, 90 days yan eh. Hindi naman malaki ginastos yan, billion lang naman eh. Okay yun, di ba? The culture of... Are we people so stupid, the people that we cannot see beyond our noses of what's been happening? I mean, and these people are getting away with it. And with their families and everybody else with their dog in tow and running to the bank. Di ba po?
Yun na nga eh. Doon mo makikita na yung, siyempre, sila, they will not file a statement of
They will lie.
They will really have to file the correct according to law, no? Pero sa atin dapat na imbestigahan yan eh. Hindi totoo talaga yan eh.
Yung mga sinusulat nila, yung mga sinasubmit.
Oo, kaya lang talagang they will not really tell the truth of how much they
And it's so
spent.
obvious they've overspent. Most of them overspent.
Oo.
Look at Alan Peter Cayetano. Surely he could not have spent what he submitted to have spent.
Oo.
It's not possible.
Oo.
I mean,
Kaya
nakikita
lang
na
wala
natin.
tayong magawa eh.
Wala
Ano
tayong
ebide-
magawa, wala tayong gusto gawin,
Walang
or we
ebidensya
are
eh.
kept captive by this government.
Walang ebidensya, siguro. Kaya nga, my suggestion in that my article is
Yes.
for the PCIJ to also gather data regarding this particular issue on campaign expenditures, no? Maybe yung ad placements.
Palabas ng mga...
Oo.
Pero hindi lalabas ng TV station yan. It's to their detriment eh. Talo ang TV station yan.
Oo
Sila ang
nga eh,
kumita.
oo.
Billion ang kinita ng 2 and 7.
Yun na nga eh. So, yun nga. But any other way, it can be also determined, no? Like, siguro, nung pinapalabas yun, baka merong mga monitors na sila, no, at that time. Ito, ilang beses pinalabas ni, ano yung ad niya
Add
ngayon?
up mo lang eh.
Add up mo lang, no? Baka nagkaroon ng project ang PCIJ dyan. Hopefully, they had, no?
But I think the same thing happened when President Pinoy ran in 2010. He's saying only spent so much. It's not physically possible. We saw the ads, napakarami.
Oo.
And he said he spent only 400 million. Di ba? I mean, are we so stupid already, so blind or inadequate to fight for our rights, for our
Not
sustaining freedom?
necessarily stupid, but helpless perhaps, no? We don't have proof. We don't have evidence to prove that these are all lies. That's the...
Ito, let's go back to you, attorney. Why do you write about these things? Galit ka ba? May kagalit ka ba? Galit ka ba kay Pinoy? Do you side with any?
Well, I think I am only motivated by finding out the truth or giving out what's true, no? What I think is the
Yes, sir.
correct, the facts of the case.
Regardless of where it goes.
Yes, that's my only purpose here when I write out. And what I really hate are those press releases which are deceiving the people. That's why when I read those press releases, my blood boils. No, that's when really I try to first calm down and write
Okay.
calmly
Attorney,
about it.
we're gonna have to take a break. We're at the bottom of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, ang tawag po dyan ay ang daan na matuwid. Ay, we don't want his blood pressure to boil. Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to talk about the article that was released today. Interestingly enough, it's about the squatters. Now, why the squatters? Because we are now, let's see, now that it's raining and it's about to happen any day, this is the time to act on it. Not last January or 3 months ago when it was hot, there was no rain. Now that disaster is imminent, this is now when we react. This is what you call action. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. If you want more of that action, stay with us.